Morning traders, it's Peter Thompson, senior mentor of 1 billion signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's Monday morning, time to analyze the major currency pairs and their significant levels. We got very volatile week last week, and this one is going to be very volatile as well due to very big major events, economical events, of course. Today we don't have big events. We actually don't have strong events at all. Followed by Tuesday definitely we start the week. The Federal Reserve Chairman Powell is going to give a speech 12:45 GMT time. Wednesday, we have interest rate decision in Canada. Canadian dollar definitely is going to be in my focus. 1.75% was the previous interest rate. According to the forecast, they're going to keep the same interest rate. Let's see the actual date on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Crude oil inventory is 2:30 GMT. On Wednesday last week we got very red crude oil inventories. Let's see how it's gonna be this one. FOMC meeting 6 p.m. Definitely follow this one because this is gonna bring a lot of volatility on the US. Thursday 2 p.m. Federal Chairman Powell is gonna testify, and Friday Federal Reserve Monetary Policy report on 3 p.m. So what do we see in front of us? Euro US dollar as usual, such a strong drop. So what's going on? We got the Euro US dollar because of the strength of the US dollar. That's why we see very big decline on the euro. It's pretty interesting in the price action right below the support, already resistance line around this level. What do we see? Strong breakout after that, testing the resistance 1.1323 and continuation to the downside, couple of days range and drop. This is exactly why I do not trade Euro US dollar, just simply because started creating an uptrend and after that just switched and definitely got a very big drop. So if you had any buy opportunities on any buy trades on the Euro US dollar, this is not gonna be the good result. So GBP US dollar, I would say one of the best opportunities on the market, even though I'm very careful with the Great British Pound. A very significant test of the resistance line, just as by a book. As you can see, strong momentum, stalling around this level and bam, testing the next support line as we predicted 2 weeks ago. 1.2604 was broken, 1.2557 as well, and right now we can see slight recovery to the upside. Just it's gonna be the most logical reaction on the GBP right now. Slight recovery to the upside. For now I'm remaining bearish because the trend GBP US quite obviously is going down, but I'm gonna be very careful with the GBP. Australian US dollar, so still holding the resistance levels we placed 2 weeks ago, 0.7022, this new resistance level. And what's going on? Tried to break out here, didn't manage to. Try to break out again, false breakout, and went back to the support 0.6961. so this is definitely, I'm gonna looking for shorting opportunities below this support level. I'm not gonna change any levels, they're quite relevant for now, but this is not, of course, it's not a must. It's gonna happen. Australian dollar to break out the support. It's quite possible, of course, to see the Australian going up to the end of the week, but definitely I'm bearish for the Australian dollar. New Zealand, a little bit more, I would say, not so clear chart. So the New Zealand dollar started creating higher highs, higher lows uptrend, and right now testing the support level 0.6613 and pushing to the upside and heading to the next resistance level 0.6682. I'm not gonna trade New Zealand dollar just because Australian dollar right now looks much more clear and the levels are much more relevant. So just the New Zealand dollar is not in my focus this week for sure. USD Canadian, just quick reminder, we're expecting 2 p.m. on Wednesday interest rate decision in Canada. So for sure Canadian dollar and crude oil are gonna be very volatile this week. So let's take a look first the crude oil as usual we do. Crude oil Okay, test the resistance 59.70, clear price action. Testing after that the support 57.30, and trying to break out to the next support level 54.53. False breakout, going up, and right now is trying to push even lower. Really depends on the interest rate and crude oil inventories this week. The crude oil, we read a couple of major news about the crude oil last week and the week before. So crude oil right now is, you have to be very, very careful when you're trading crude oil, but definitely I'm going to trade crude oil for sure, just because it's quite clear. I'm keeping exactly the same levels. 59.70 as resistance, 57.30 the level that's currently support, and 54.53. I wouldn't change these levels. I would wait a little bit longer to see how the crude oil is gonna react in the upcoming, let's say, till the end of the day or till tomorrow evening, and then I would take an action. USD Canadian. So what's going on? Breakout, significant one. We spoke about this recovery, this pattern, price action pattern here, and after that drop down, and as we discussed 2 weeks ago, exactly the same. Breakout, strong drop to the downside, recovery, trying to test the resistance level 1.3150, and quite logically we see drop to the downside. USD Canadian, for sure I'm gonna follow USD CAD, but today I'm gonna be a little bit more careful with all the major currency pairs actually, just because it's Monday. We don't have economical events, and I think the day is gonna be a little bit quiet. USD Swiss franc. Okay, interesting. What's going on? Price started going down, quite obviously downtrend, totally bearish here, and very strong recovery. We discussed this price action here around this level as a very potential opportunity, and it was. 0.98 was very strong resistance level, and I would say if I have this opportunity again, I would take it again. So what's going on? Price retraced back to the upside, and right now is trying to push lower to the support. I'm gonna keep 0.98. I'm gonna keep it as support level, as major resistance zone. I'm gonna put right now these levels here. So between 0.9926 and 0.99 round number. So why? Not because just the price is staying right now here. Quite obviously here was tested the resistance, and here quite significantly, and not a coincidence, 0.99 round number tested here, and even we could say here. So the price is testing the resistance level. Next logical move is to see either test the support 0.98 or break out of the resistance and going to the upside. USD Japanese, quite similar price action pattern. Here we discussed this as a good opportunity, and it was. 107.84 is my support, and I'm gonna keep the same support levels here. I'm not gonna change. 109.0 round number, significant resistance. Now I would put only one minor resistance level around this level. As you can see, the price tested around this level 108.73, tested a couple of times here, and after that significant drops, which means created a new resistance level. We have even here and here. So around this level, around 108.73, 108.50, we would say we have a strong resistance zone. And what do we see right now? The price is pushing lower and lower. We can see definitely test of 107.84. Let's see what's gonna happen to the end of the week. But because of the speeches, because of the FOMC meeting minutes, and the focus this week simply is Canadian, US, and GBP. So I'm remaining bearish on the USD Japanese yen for sure. Absolutely, the trend is down, even though tried to start creating a new uptrend. I think these levels, these resistance levels, are quite significant in order to push the price continue going down. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, of course, if you enjoyed the video. Comments below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share us on the social medias, of course. Have a very profitable week. Follow the economical events because they are very important. You know that already. Enjoy the week. Have a very profitable week and expect, of course, my video on Wednesday morning.